Hello, Alina. How are you?
Hi, Sebastian. How are you?
Doing pretty good. Living my best quarantine life. All right, so this is Alina Rios. She is our playwright and wrote our two plays, our two two-hander 10-minute plays. Fabulous person overall. So I would like to talk to you, just ask you a few questions about yourself as an artist and everything. So, to start off, what is the most exciting thing for you about being a part of the Golden Thread?
Ah, oh gosh. Well, the most exciting thing is it's actually local to Seattle,
Hmm.
where for some odd reason I haven't been able to get many things staged, and I don't think anybody knows that I exist or that I do theater or whatnot. So that's number one. Number two, after meeting all of you guys, you were an amazing bunch, and it's so inspired, like all of you. And I can't wait to see what comes out of the place. And I can't wait to see the other things that Kimberly has curated, for the show. And it's just exciting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's amazing. So, how you're not originally from Seattle. I know
Yeah.
you have a little bit of a different experience than I think most of the people in this lineup of artists. So if you wanna, if that feels like how has it been being, I guess, being a part of sort of, I mean, this isn't supposed to be Seattle centric, this event,
Okay.
but it kind of ended up being that. So how does it feel to you? You can explain a little bit about your where you're from and everything.
Yeah.
But,
No, I mean, it's the same as it always has felt, I think, to be writing in English, having grown up speaking Russian. So I'm originally from Russia, from St. Petersburg. And I moved here. Well, my parents immigrated when I was 18. And I've written in Russian like forever since I
Mhm.
was 5. And there was a long period of time when I didn't write at all. Like when we moved, it was just like Russian was no like is becoming more of a second language in a strange way because I was so adamant in like I was like a late teenage years. I really wanted to fit in. I
Right.
didn't want to have the accent. I like worked really hard on just speaking English. I spoke English to my parents, to my brother, except my grandparents who wouldn't understand. But anyway, so it used to feel, I suppose, a bit of like an impostery thing, right? It's
Mm.
like, what am I doing, writing in English? But and then it used to feel kind of limited as well. Like
Mm.
my vocabulary was much more reduced than it would have been in Russian. Like I used to write these flowery things, but then something changed, and it was like, no, I think this is a strength. I think this is a cool thing. I think I hear things differently. Like I have a different rhythm for some reason because I think it's such a weird mix of all the languages and cultures and experiences, and also my affinity for England and how much time I spend there.
Mhm.
um, it's like it's all like a big mishmash of things, and I used to think that's a bad thing, and now I think it's a good thing. And I kind of when I finally get the play to where I feel like it sounds right to my ear, it's a very like satisfying feeling, right? And I don't feel odd anymore. I mean, I do, but not because of my
Yeah,
background.
that's amazing. So how is it that, you know, uh, I mean, you're talking a little bit about, how it's like you have all of these different languages and cultures that you sort of feel connected to. How do you think that influences what you're writing, and like do you
Yeah.
think it influences, your writing style or your subject matter in any way?
Yeah. So my obsession with England, and the obsession started, I think, when I went there as 14-year-old person from Russia on a like a school trip. We went there for 2 weeks, and that was it. And it was just like something just click turned on, whatever. And now, I mean, since then, really, anything that I see, I read, I hear that I like, even if it's a book that I open and I have no idea, and I just go, oh, this is really good prose, like something feels really like about it, turns out British. So and I think what happened was like it's just like my internal flavor of English and my internal kind of like a slang almost thing ended up being not American but British. And I used to fight it, and I'm not fighting it anymore. So the plays that you're going to see, hopefully, you should, are written in British dialect, and I didn't really try to. It just came out that way. Yeah. And I think my Russian background, it's a funny thing. I think I've been avoiding a bit writing about Russia or writing about those experiences. Like I think I'm still battling that 18-year-old desire to just freaking fit in.
Yeah.
and not and I don't want to talk about things that might not be like that are more, I think it's more personal, right? It gets really, even though I write, like my plays have definite chunks of my experience in it that might be coming from Russia, but I haven't really written like a true Russian play or anything like that. And I think it might be coming. I think that background might show up later. I'm working up to it.
That is so cool. That's just like crazy. That's so interesting that I don't know. So how is it, having all of that background, how is it seeing your plays produced and, seeing them also in this, like, in this, obviously you haven't seen them yet with these actors, but what are you looking forward to in seeing them in a virtual, virtual
right
situation, or,
right. Yeah. I mean, I could answer this so many different ways because I've seen my plays produced, not a lot because they're usually hard to get to.
Yeah.
So the one experience I had in New York was just, I don't know, it was like an all body experience. Like I just felt like every cell in my body was like lit up. I did not expect to have that experience at all. And I found it extremely addictive. Like it's like my own drug of my own making, right? And then since then, since oddly the corona, I've seen a few of my plays being done virtually, and I just like, I'm extremely thankful, like, to the actors, to the directors, to the producers. I'm just like, thank you for doing this. This is like, I know we're this is like hard. We're living in really crazy times. Thank you for taking the time doing this. And then the other thing, I feel like it's a bit more intimate in the virtual environment because you can like put your face almost to the screen, right? And you can like feel like they're speaking to you, especially when like, the Zoom stuff or whatever, like it just kind of like shows just one person, for example, right? Mm-hmm. It's really intimate. So I saw one of my plays done that way, and it's just like I forgot that I'd written the play, and I've forgotten that they were actors, and I just like, so I'm really curious what this experience will be like. Will I forget that I've written it? I usually don't worry about like, oh, this is not sounding or this is different or whatever. Like I just really get into it. I feel like I'm just like in the play and my whole like being is inside of it. So I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, it's an addictive drug. So.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much. I can't wait to see the plays put on with all the, obviously we don't have a live audience, but, and I'm excited for the audience. we do have a live audience, just not in person.
Not in person.
I'm looking forward to the audience being able to see
Yes.
work
Yeah.
and look at the actors. So thank you so much for
You're welcome.
and yeah, I can't wait. May 30th, Saturday, May 30th at 7 p.m. Get your tickets.
Yeah, be there.
Yes, be there. All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome, Sebastian.